As we start course A2, you can see Nate Reed, my spotter, go in and set down our tool bag. You can only use the tools that you bring into the course. I bring them in case we have a problem that we can fix quickly. So basic tools, fuses, relays, zip ties, things like that. As we work our way up to the first gate, walking through the boulders, just tracking the rear along the same line as the front with the rear steer. The gate is marked by orange cones. If you hit a cone, it's a 10-point penalty, so we don't want to do that. Carefully work our way through gate 1. Now that I'm through gate 1, I unlock the rear locker so I can turn around. Unlocking the rear locker just makes the car turn in a tighter space. Coming up to gate 2, there's some large boulders, so you'll see me lock the rear locker again so all the tires are pushing and driving the car. And as we line up, Nate Reed notices that we're going to come down right on top of this dead tree. So he asks me to wait, goes over and actually pulls it out of the way for us. Don't want to pop a tire coming down on top of that dead tree. Work our way through the gate, being careful not to hit the cones. Nate's talking to me the whole time on our headsets. We can talk back and forth, communicate where the car needs to be or what's happening. Gate 3, I unlock the rear locker so the rear will just track. We stay on the uphill side of the gate just in case the car decides to shift downhill. Gives us a buffer between us and the lower cone. Carefully working our way through this gate. It's not a very difficult gate, but you don't want to overlook it. As we finish gate 3, Nate goes over to bonus gate 4 to start stacking rocks. I still have my rear locker unlocked, pull the cutting brake, I'm spinning around the car to get it lined up the way we need it to be. You can see how tightly I can turn around with the cutting brake. I'm not in a hurry here because it's going to take Nate some time to get all the rocks in place as we need them. This is a big breakover, so you could easily get high centered and stuck. So with his rock placement and the proper line, we're hoping to just one-shot it. You do have to back up and reposition your car. It's a 1-point penalty for the backup. So 10-point penalties for cones and 1-point penalty for backing up. Nate's still stacking rocks, but I'm starting to line up the car. He's working hard. He's talking to me on the comms because as the car is pointed at the sky, you can't see what's over the breakover. So he's telling me where to go, where to steer. You'll notice the front driver tire right on the edge of that rock. It's right where we want it. It holds the car enough that it won't slip to the passenger side, but it's not far enough over that we're going to drop off that to the driver's side. Now that he sees the car positioned, stacks a few more rocks where he thinks we need them. Ready to start climbing again. You'll see his belly out just a little bit. He's telling me how to adjust. Feeling for the traction. You can feel the traction in the seat of the car as it starts to pull itself up. So I just hunt for it with the rear or front steering back and forth. And we're up. At this point, we're going to cut forward in the video. I loop around the top of the hill and line up to come back down gate 5, which is indicated by the blue cone. We're going to do the bonus gate 5, which is indicated by the yellow cone also. It's a 2-step drop with a pretty good breakover on the top. You can see that whole rock moved with me as I'm coming over it. The second step has a pretty big V-notch that wedges your front driver tire. As we drop down into that section, you'll see me disengage the rear as the front's now pretty bound up. Let the front just work through, pull me down the hill, steering back and forth so it frees up traction so the tire will slide down to the bottom. Disengage the rear locker, re-engage the rear drive, and bring the rest of the car through the gate. You'll see also at this point the car gets very twisted, so much so that it's pulling the passenger front tire off the ground. Tricky little spot. Set it down nice and easy. Now we just need to get out of the course. Nate runs over to show me where the gate 3 cone is because it's still alive and would be a penalty if I ran it over on the way to the exit. And the finish gate is marked by 2 cones also. They are also a penalty if you hit them. I'm not in a hurry because there's plenty of time to get out of the course. You have to break the plane of the gate with 2 tires. And that's it. Clean course, perfect score, and a happy team.